good, y'all? It's your boy, Buju Boy, back again with another reaction video. Today I'll be reacting to The Universe is Bigger Than You Think. Just like I promised, I'll make one, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this reaction video, and I appreciate you guys a lot for everything, and I hope that we continue growing and getting more subscribers. And let's get into the video.
This is a real-life lore video made possible by Squarespace. Make your next move with a beautiful website from Squarespace. This is Earth. You live here on this planet somewhere, and everything that you've ever known is located right here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire...
I love how the universe looks like. It's so beautiful, like damn.
The entire universe. Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon. You may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies, but in reality the Moon isn't this close to our planet, it's actually about this far away.
I just learned something today. The Moon is far away from the Earth.
384,400 kilometers away from you right now on average. You could fit 30 entire Earths in between this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour speed, it would take you about 160 days to drive the entire distance. Despite this incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that any individual human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of humanity's greatest achievements. This is what the Earth would look like from there if you were standing there with them.
It's so
and
small.
If you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible 225 million kilometers away from Earth, but that distance can be as high as 401 million kilometers. That means that whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the Moon were. In addition, the time delay for sending a message from Mars back to Earth isn't just 2.5 seconds, it's actually more like 20 minutes each direction, which would render instant communication in the event of an emergency impossible. When we zoom out even further away, we can find the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently located 138 AUs from the Earth, AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which means that Voyager 1 is 138 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It may not look like much at first, but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever taken in all of human history. This tiny, pale blue dot is Earth, and I don't think that anybody has ever said something as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever lived out their lives. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings. Thousands of confident..."
Imagine some alien creatures living out there that we don't even know about.
Religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and every forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and every peasant, every young couple in love, every hopeful child, every mother and every father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Voyager 1 is currently traveling at 17 kilometers.
This is insane.
Every single second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years.
Are you
Once we go beyond the solar
30,000 years just to get out of the solar system. Oh my god, this is crazy.
Solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood. Here we shift to the light year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers. The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our Sun, but it's still 4.24 light-years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it. In other words,
Bro, how big is space?
if you drove your car at 100 kilometers an hour like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is just to finally get there, and it wouldn't even
Nothing
exist
would
still
exist
when you
anymore
arrive.
once you
When
reach
we
there.
zoom out even further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right
Oh,
here.
jeez.
This yellow dot is the furthest extent of humanity's
Really?
radio broadcasts throughout history.
Are you
which
kidding me?
means
This
that
entire
any
time
possible
we were in
aliens
the
who live
galaxy?
outside of this range are
Oh,
totally
shit.
unaware
We're not even
of
out of the
humanity's
galaxy
presence.
yet. This is
It's
crazy.
complete silence outside of this yellow dot as far as we are currently aware, but the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years
Bro,
from
just look at the galaxy. It's so huge that like we are like a dot compared to it. Oh my god. We're like completely nothing compared to the galaxy. Now imagine how big the universe is.
light
This
years
is
from
crazy.
end to end. There are over 100 billion
100
stars
billion
and
galaxies?
over 100 billion planets
Holy
inside
shit.
of
Okay. If you don't believe in aliens, then I don't know what to say to you, but like this is just crazy. If you don't believe in aliens, then you're lost, my friend. You're lost. Because there are like 100 billion galaxies. There is no way in the entire universe we are alone. There is no
our
way.
galaxy. But you have never seen the full glory of the galaxy at night, because 99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here. But even this
Ooh.
massive galaxy is nothing
That
compared
tiny?
to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further, and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across. But zooming out even
Holy
further, and we can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a
You know, I've been wondering how did all this stuff come into existence? Like take religion out of the box and Big Bang stuff out of the box. Let's be honest here. How did this stuff come into existence? No one actually knows how this stuff came into existence.
But zooming out even further, and we can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are
Holy
at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light years. But even the massive Virgo supercluster is nothing but a quiet and tiny lobe of the
completely
Great
nothing.
Laniakea
Completely
supercluster,
nothing
an
compared to
enormous
this.
structure that is home to our galaxy as well as 100,000 other
galaxies.
galaxies. The distance from one side to the other
Holy
is
shit.
520 million light years, but from even there we can
And
zoom
we're
out
still
all the
going.
way to the entire observable universe and see that even the titanic
It's nothing.
Laniakea supercluster is just a tiny and insignificant part of
Oh
everything.
my
This
God.
is the observable universe, and it contains everything
This is
that
crazy.
we know of.
I'm mind
It is
blown.
home to at least
2
2
trillion galaxies.
different and individual
2
galaxies.
trillion galaxies. Just imagine how much there are. That's like trying to count sand on the beach. Like damn, bro, that's crazy, man. 2 trillion galaxies, bro. And yet, in each galaxy, there's planets and stuff.
which together contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth.
There are more stars. Meaning, you know, stars. If you know what stars are, suns and stuff. There are more stars and planets than the sand at the beach. This is mind blowing.
Earth. The distance from Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years, which means that the entire width is 93 billion light years across. What's perhaps even more interesting, however, is what actually lies beyond the observable universe. Keep in mind that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the
Bro, I'm
rest of the
sweating.
universe
I'm sweating. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Like, damn. What is outside of the universe? Is there more universes? Who
The universe
knows?
outside of it is vastly larger and more fantastic than we can possibly ever imagine. We simply don't know what else is out there because the light from these incredibly distant places has not yet had enough time in the universe's history to reach us yet back on Earth. And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see.
Literally speechless.
So, it is very likely that as unbelievably enormous as it seems, the observable universe is just a tiny slice of what we can currently see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, if it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th of a second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe. That number for reference looks like this, with this many zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21 zeros. 150 and 21 zeros. This is crazy.
Zeros. Let this number sink in for just a moment. This would be similar to you thinking that the entire observable universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger than the former planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally unaware that Pluto existed outside of it, and that's a similar situation to this.
Shit!
We are all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't worry because all that means is that there is so much left out there for us to discover together.
What could be out there?
This video was made possible by Squarespace.
I am mind blown. This video is insane. Just how big is the multiverse? Oh my god. We are nothing, completely nothing compared to the rest of the universe. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. And if you enjoyed the video, comment down below and subscribe, like, and share with friends and family and stuff. And yeah, if you learned something today, like the video, let's try to reach to 150 views, and then I'll upload another video. I was thinking I should react to anime this time because I haven't done that in a while. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, comment down below, subscribe, like, and share. Stay safe and take care. Bye.